Alright, ladies and gentlemen, AEW Double or Nothing 2022 just ended, and we got some highs, we got some lows, we got some new champions, we got some new AEW roster members. So let's go run up with the card. We had 13 matches, with one of them being in the pre-show, also known as the buy-in, which was Hookhausen versus Mark Sterling and Tony Nese. I didn't watch this match, honestly, but I do know Hookhausen won, which of course, because you know Hook is there, even if they have Danhausen. You know, they're really popular. I can't deny that, so I'm gonna have to give it to Hookhausen on this one. As a match, I'm not gonna rank it because I didn't see it, so let's just go with the first match, MJF versus Warlord. This was a squash match in a good way. I did a video about MJF and his situation with AEW and the fact that he no-showed an event, and a lot of people were really talking about if MJF was gonna make it or not, and it seems MJF did make it. He came in and got a big boost. He gets big time boost because you know he's a big time wrestler, and I even heard a "you made it" chant, which was amazing from MJF. And then Warlord came in with no music, he just came in with the Warlord chants. A lot of people wanted him to come with the War Pig song. I think it was used once by NXT if I remember, but yeah, it was like squash match. It first starts off with MJF running around trying to avoid Warlord, and he eventually gets powerbombed by Warlord 10 times, which of course is what he deserves, and he wins the match and gets a contract with AEW, and Warlord is now all elite. So congratulations to Warlord on that. One of the biggest questions I got was that a lot of people were mad that MJF got squashed, but I mean the whole point was to see MJF lose like a total bitch. Is that the whole reason why we wanted Warlord to get his hands with MJF? And the time when he gets stretchered out was amazing. It was like, remember when Cody Rhodes got destroyed by Brody Lee back in like 2020 for the TNT Championship and he left with a stretcher? It's the same thing with that, but instead of Cody Rhodes, you know, getting sympathy because he, you know, his body was injured and he had to leave, MJF is getting like heel heat because he's over there leaving in a stretcher, and everybody's like, boo, or you deserve it, which was great. As a match, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 only because I love the story, and hopefully this is the end. I don't want MJF to touch Warlord, at least not for a little bit. I want Warlord to do his own stuff. There's a chance MJF might reignite this feud to get his win back, or MJF might, after taking a 1 or 2 month hiatus. But I think for what it was a good match. Again, 9 out of 10. Then we go to the next match as the Young Bucks take on the Hardy Boys. Again, another good match. Clearly the Hardy Boys are a little limited. It was mostly the Young Bucks. I liked when one of the Young Bucks was doing the "this is awesome" chant when he was beating the shit out of the, I think it was Matt Hardy. It was great. There was a Brandon Cutler chant. There was a Delete Elite. They were doing that whole thing in the beginning, and this whole match was good. Nothing honestly to write home about. Nothing like that bad happened to this match. There was the spot when Jeff Hardy gave one of the Young Bucks a swanton to the part of the steel steps, so that was cool, and then they win the match. The Hardys win. I don't know what's with the Young Bucks, but they're putting people over now. It seems maybe this is gonna build up to something else because they're probably gonna get their win back. But I think for the Hardy Boys, even though they don't need it, it's good that they get it because the Young Bucks honestly don't need it, and I feel like it's more beneficial if the Hardys get it. I give this match an 8 out of 10. It was alright. Jade Cargill takes on Anna Jay, and this match was whatever. Jade Cargill wins, and there's some debuts. First off, Malcolm Bivens from NXT, now known from his independent name Stokely Hathaway, is now, I guess, Jade Cargill's like manager or advisor, I guess, I don't know, but he comes in, gets the distraction for Jade Cargill to win. Then Athena debuts, which was a big shocker because I didn't know she was gonna be there. I knew Stokely was gonna be a part of AEW because he has a lot of friends that are from AEW, so that was cool. The match was whatever. I honestly, out of the women's matches, this was probably the weakest, but at least I was still interested because of the debut, so I give it a 7 out of 10. It was alright. Jade Cargill is improving, which is great because she's clearly someone you want to build around. But yeah, this is a good match. Nothing really to write home about. And then we go into the Death Triangle taking on a House of Black, and to be honest with you guys, I really don't care about this feud. The match was again great, but the match story, I guess, of them was honestly overwhelming. I didn't really care about this ever since that one segment when they were trying to convert what was her name, Julia Hart, into the dark side, and everything was so lame. I was like, I don't really care about them anymore. But now Julia Hart has joined the dark side and cost the match to the Death Triangle. Damn, I'm stuttering. And the House of Black wins this one. I give this one, I guess, a 7.5. It was alright. I did skip a little bit of it because I didn't really care about this whole thing. But then a match that I did care about was Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe, and this was a good match, to be honest. Everything that Adam Cole, Samoa Joe do is great. I expected this to be in NXT, to be honest, but it seems that we got it in AEW and it did not disappoint. Samoa Joe looks great, you know, with the injured shoulders, and Adam Cole with the injured shoulder as well, but he has it all taped up just to know. And I guess Samoa Joe, they were describing it as Samoa Joe trying not to make sure that Adam Cole takes advantage of it, even though he did. The match was good. Mike Chioda came back from a big long time. I think he was originally there and he got released, but now he's back. This one match, I don't know if this is a one-off or maybe he's gonna be a part of the AEW team, but he's back. And again, this was a good match. I give this one an 8.3. Could have been, I guess, better, but for what it was a good match. Then we go with Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho for the other Owen Hart tournament finals. And this match, I don't know, it didn't give it to me. I don't know, I'm probably bored with Britt Baker, to be honest, because she's not giving it to me. Ruby Soho has this weird thing where people don't like her because they wanted Chris Statlander to win, and they didn't get that, and of course everybody's salty about that, but it is what it is. I give it a 7.3 out of 10. It did its job, and you know, at this time I was a little tired, I was a little bored, and the only reason I woke up was because later on there was another match. I'll tell you which one, but the next match probably did make me even go to sleep. Made me sad for Frankie Kazarian because it's Frankie Kazarian, Sammy Guevara, and Ty Conti against America's Top Team, Paige Van Zant, Scorpio Sky, and Ethan Page. This match was stupid. It didn't need to be there. It's a waste of the AEW TNT Championship. Now this whole rivalry is done, and thank God, because I don't want to relive this whole like Ty Conti, Sammy Guevara thing. Feel bad for Frankie Kazarian, but yeah, but I give this one probably a 6.5 out of 10 because I just didn't care. I didn't give a fuck about this match. But the match that I did care, surprisingly, was Darby Allin versus Kyle O'Reilly. That match was great. I didn't know these guys would do that, but what shocked me even more was Kyle O'Reilly winning this match. He gave it his all. The one thing that I liked was after Darby Allin failed his first tope suicida because he was gonna do it, but then I think he clipped the part of the ring and he fell, but it looked pretty nasty. It at least connected with Kyle O'Reilly, but the second try, Kyle O'Reilly connected it with some sort of submission move. That was pretty badass. Kyle O'Reilly did win after hitting a bunch of kicks to Darby Allin and wins it with the flying knee. And yeah, I give it a 8.5 out of 10. Another good match. It was honestly the diamond in the rough, a surprisingly good match. That's good when you have this one. The next match is the AEW women's title, Serena Deeb, Thunder Rosa. This match was great. I think this shows why Thunder Rosa is a good AEW women's champion, because everybody likes her. She has great matches and she still hasn't been as exposed as Britt Baker, and I feel bad that she hasn't been given enough screen time because of the Owen Hart women's tournament. And I feel like now that that's done, they can now focus on Thunder Rosa and make her more better, utilize her more better, and make her look like a star. You know, we always need a good Latin star. Thunder Rosa is one of them, and Serena Deeb did her job. Everybody looked great. I give this match an 8.3 out of 10. Good, just good match. I really liked it. But while this match was like a technical masterpiece, the next match wasn't really, as it was the Arena Anarchy match with the Jericho Appreciation Society against Eddie Kingston, Santana Ortiz, Bryan Danielson, I was about to say Daniel Bryan, and Jon Moxley. This match was nothing but a big brawl. There were some good spots with Santana Ortiz flying, a bunch of chokes with like cables and stuff. I think one part Eddie Kingston was about to burn Jericho alive, which was crazy, but I guess it makes sense. But that ended up costing them because Bryan Danielson was like, hey, what the hell are you doing, man? You gotta calm it down. Jericho takes advantage and they choke Danielson out with the cable cord and the walls of Jericho, and they lose the match, and the Jericho Appreciation Society wins. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like this whole gimmick that they're doing, because it's like they're poking fun of the WWE, but they're making it even more cheesier, and that's their whole, I know that's their goal, because they want to be, they're poking fun of it, they're parodying it, but it makes it seem like a WWE thing thing whenever it's bad, you know, like a Bailey, this is your life segment, or some sort of Bobby Lashley, remember him and his sisters? It reminds me of that, and it's so stupid. The whole time I was rolling my eyes wherever they talk, and I was like, yeah, come on, like, start fighting with Eddie Kingston. That's probably what they're looking for, but it has go away heat. It doesn't have like, oh, I want to see you get beat up. But yes, Jericho and his stooges win this one. I'm gonna give this match, let me see, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. This was good. I know I'm giving lower scores than usual, but I think me giving like 9s out of 10 for like substandard matches, or 8 out of 10 for just decent matches, is kind of like not fitting for the rating. I'm a little tired as well, so I'm gonna give them lower than expected than the Full Gear or Revolution ones. But yeah, I give this one an 8 out of 10. Then we go to the Triple Threat Tag Team Championship match, I guess. I think they call it belts, but I get mixed up with the WWE wording. But we have Team Taz taking on Swerve Strickland, Keith Lee taking on Jurassic Express. Big triple threat match. This was a good match. Showed everyone's strong suit, gave everyone a chance to shine. Everyone was good. I honestly thought Strickland and Keith Lee were gonna win at that one point, but you know, I kind of had in the back of my mind, I was like, yeah, Jurassic Express is gonna win this one. I don't think they're gonna give it to any one of them. I was hoping for Team Taz to win it, just to get, you know, to make them more notable or get more exposure, because they only, they're AEW dark guys. It's not really fair. They're elevator riders, you know, they're AEW dark riders, so I wanted them to get more exposure, but they did their job. Everybody was great. I'm gonna give this one a 8.4 out of 10. Another great match. And then we go to the main event, as Mark Henry would say. CM Punk takes on Adam Page. This match was good. The whole storyline is Adam Page trying to expose CM Punk because he's trying to destroy AEW. Maybe later on they have a rematch. CM Punk is fully heel, but at this time they're still going with face CM Punk because he's really popular and he's selling merch, so it's pretty stupid if they turn him heel right now, until, you know, when CM Punk starts to get boring, bam, they just turn him heel. But for right now, CM Punk and Adam Page, the match was good. I give it an 8.7 out of 10. This match was good. I really can't say that much about this match. It was just good. It was a good match. I think right now, not gonna lie, I was a little tired, so I really didn't care, but everybody in the arena cared. All around this show, there was no fatigue, unlike Revolution, where after the MJF CM Punk match, everybody was tired. All throughout the show, everybody loved it. For me, the middle point was kind of weak, but the beginning and the endings were great. But that's really all I have for this AEW Double or Nothing review. I hope I can put this one really quickly so I can get enough views. A lot of people can, you know, I don't know, debate in the comments. I don't even know if people even comment. Just want people to, you know, get active in my, you know, YouTube circle, my YouTube account, whatever it is. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Pretty long one, honestly. I ramble on about it, but it was a good show. CM Punk is your new AEW World Champion. This is gonna be interesting now that I make like small AEW reviews, but hopefully it makes the show even more interesting, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys for watching. See ya.